since that happened. Joe Biden, at a U.S. presidential debate, he's running for a second term against Donald Trump. Now, to call Biden's performance a disaster would be an understatement. The U.S. president was struggling to string sentences together. He was fumbling, he sounded raspy and looked confused, but Biden refuses to give up.
I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth.
He's trying to embrace his old age, to sell it as an advantage perhaps. In any other situation, it may have been a good strategy. But this one seems beyond saving. Biden is under pressure to step aside to make way for a younger face as a Democratic candidate. And it's not just his critics. Even his voters are drifting away from him. Look at the result of this new poll. It is damning for Joe Biden. Most voters think that he should not run again. They have concerns about his health. 72% of the voters feel that Biden is not fit for office, that he lacks the mental and cognitive capacities to be U.S. president. And this list includes some longtime supporters of Biden.
The fact that he couldn't put answers together, the fact that he was tossed softball after Trump lied and lied and lied, and he just didn't go on offense.
It was kind of clear to me that maybe Biden's not as with it as he used to be, and I think I'd be supportive if they put up another candidate rather than Biden.
The media too is turning against Joe Biden. Major outlets that backed him in the past now want him to drop out, like the New York Times. They've published an editorial. It is scathing. Allow me to quote from what they've said. Voters, however, cannot be expected to ignore what was instead plain to see. Mr. Biden is not the man he was 4 years ago. The New Yorker agrees. This magazine called Joe Biden, and I'm quoting, increasingly unsteady. Again, we have a quote. Biden is no longer a fluid or effective communicator. Then we have The Economist. They love dishing out election advice, and they say that if Biden bows out, he would be helping America. The Economist called Biden, and I'm quoting, befuddled and incoherent. And some Democrats seem to agree. These are members of Joe Biden's own party. They have doubts about the president now. In August, the Democrats will have a convention. Next month in August, and that is where Biden was supposed to be officially nominated for a second time as the Democratic presidential candidate. It was supposed to be a straightforward affair. Biden is a sitting president. He's the only candidate from his party in the fray. There was no one who was going to challenge him among the Democrats. So he had a clear path. But that does not seem to be the case anymore. Now Democrats want the convention to be opened up for other candidates to be considered. But who could these other candidates be? Who would replace Joe Biden? There is no clear alternative as of today, but the names of several potential replacements are doing the rounds, like Vice President Kamala Harris, California Governor Gavin Newsom, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. All these names have been floated as replacements. Some lawmakers are suggesting the name of Michelle Obama as well, the former First Lady and the wife of Barack Obama, but she has not expressed any interest in joining the fray. Now, even if the Democrats make a switch, even if they throw their weight behind a new candidate, replacing Joe Biden is going to be tough because they will have to build up a new campaign from the ground up. They will have to win back the Democrats, the voters. Plus, they'll have to raise substantial cash to fight the election and hope to beat Donald Trump, who would have a clear head start. There is also the time factor. Any new candidate will have less than 5 months to campaign. Having said that, the biggest challenge for the Democrats right now is Joe Biden himself. He's not ready to go, and his family is said to be backing him. They want him to stay in the race. They want him to keep fighting. As for the debate debacle, Biden's inner circle has found some fall guys. They're blaming the advisors. And Biden's supporters are rallying behind him. They're giving interviews and making a case for him to stay on.
One debate is not a career any more than Donald Trump 38 convictions for felonies aren't really going to define, his reputation and his presidency, and that's why they're both here again.
On his part, the president has been trying to calm the Democrats. Over the weekend, he attended a series of fundraisers. The donors have not changed their mind, it seems. Team Biden says they raised some $27 million last Friday. But some top donors are worried. Reports say that they've made phone calls to Jill Biden, the First Lady. One top donor took to LinkedIn to describe his concerns. And here is what he wrote about Biden's debate performance. I'm quoting again. It certainly delivered a blow to the mood among donors and organizers. Another sponsor described the debate as a quote-unquote wake-up call. So the Democrats are in disarray. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is trying to capitalize on this. He has sharpened his attacks on Biden.
Despite the fact that crooked Joe Biden spent the entire week at Camp David resting, working, studying. He studied very hard. He studied so hard that he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Trump is a clear favorite now, which does not make him the best candidate. But this is what America's got. Two old white men, both too stubborn to step aside. On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Forceful America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C.